Jennifer, would you start us off with the first opening, please?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Hi, it's great to be with you all this evening. I'm Jennifer McGuirk. I'm running for Multnomah County Auditor. As auditor, I'll continue our office's tradition of promoting accountable government while bringing a new needed focus on equity and community engagement in the auditor's work. The core of the county is health, social services, and public safety. That means we should be prioritizing audits of programs that directly affect people's health and safety. Let me give you an example. In 2015, an audit done by the Sheriff's Office found disproportionate use of force against people of color in our jails. Disability Rights Oregon also came out with a report about our county jails describing deplorable conditions for people in the jail with mental health issues. In one case, a man had pulled out one of his own teeth because he'd been in isolation without access to health care. How do we fix these problems or prevent them from happening? How do we care for the most vulnerable in our community? We have to stand up for them. I hope you'll join me in standing up by voting for me this May. Thank you.
Thank you. Mark, your opening?
Thank you. My name is Mark Ulanowitz, and I'm running for Multnomah County Auditor. My experience, my skills, and my history with the county helped to make me the best candidate for this job. By helping to get the most value out of every dollar the county spends, the auditor not only helps the county in its mission, it also provides accountability that builds confidence in government. I learned performance auditing during my 12-year career time at the U.S. General Accounting Office, the agency that literally writes the rules for government performance counting. I joined the Multnomah County Auditor's Office because I wanted to increase the impact of the work we do. And in 17 years, I've done audits in every department in the county, from capital construction to mental health care. I have the support of policymakers like State Representatives Mitch Greenlick and Carla Peluso, the current auditors at Multnomah and Washington County, Steve March and John Hutzler, as well as nationally known performance auditors like Drummond Kahn. Former Multnomah County and City of Portland Auditor Levon Griffin-Valade said, "No one is more prepared to lead the County Auditor's Office than Mark Ulanowitz." Thank you.
And Scott, your opening, please.
I'm Scott Lauren, and I'm very happy to be here talking with you about performance audits because I know the power they have to improve government programs, including programs for the most vulnerable people among us. I started off as a financial auditor and at that time a CPA. Then I was a reporter for 23 years, including 17 years at the Oregonian. Now I'm an auditor in the Secretary of State's office, where the audits I've worked on have made a big difference. Our foster care audit was the latest example. For the last decade, the county has mainly audited administrative and management functions. Those audits have their place, but that approach has left some big gaps. Mental health services, physical health treatment, the sheriff's office, the district attorney, the library, none of those services have received auditor attention in the last decade. That needs to change. 4 former county auditors think I can do that. So does former county chair Bev Stein, and so does Barbara Roberts, who was a former governor and a former secretary of state. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
So we turn now to our conclusions, and Scott, if you would start us with yours, please.
Sure. I hope this discussion has given you a good sense of the potential for in-depth performance audits to improve government. We all know with income inequality, with persistent inequities in our society, there's no more important time to do that than now. As performance auditors, we have an incredibly powerful tool to find more effective and efficient ways to provide county services. We can help the people who need county services the most. As independent auditors, we're a crucial check and balance in the system, finding problems at ground level, even if doing so makes people uncomfortable, providing solutions that work. I know auditors have the skills to focus on the most important services the county provides, and I believe we have a duty to do so. If I'm elected, I promise to pursue that audit agenda with energy and focus and enthusiasm. Thank you.
Thank you. Jennifer.
Thank you. I want to thank you for all of the great questions tonight. I hope that you've gotten a sense of what we're each like and who would be the best pick for you. One of the reasons I entered this race, in fact, a key reason, is because I see great potential for us to take what I see as a baseline for performance auditing and take it to a new level. I've been really happy to hear my opponents also talking about things like equity and community engagement, which are pillars of my platform that I've been running on for what's coming up to be a year now. But when we talk about equity, it's not something that's piecemeal. It's a marker of effectiveness because our programs are supposed to serve the most vulnerable people in our community. Equity is not something that you look at and can take away or add on to an audit. It should be a piece of every audit. It shouldn't be something that's given a timeline. And it matters not just to the people we serve, but to our employees who have said it matters. I hope that you'll say it matters to you too and vote for me. Thank you.
Mark?
Well, I'd like to thank Interfaith and the League for inviting us. I may be biased, but auditors have never gotten as much attention as they deserve. That said, I've never been an auditor that looks for headlines. I've always been most focused on the work. Because I don't believe a good auditor is someone who just finds problems. A good auditor is someone who finds problems, identifies solutions, and then is able to work with other managers and elected officials to get things done. This is going to be particularly important because I think the next 4 years are going to be considerably more difficult than the last as far as the sort of work the county does. And I'd hope you support me to be the person to lead that work. Thank you.
And thank you. For more primary information, please pick up, and I need to show it to you, the Nonpartisan Voter Guide at your local public library, New Seasons Market, or Meals on Wheels Dining Center, or for electronic, go to vote411.org. Election Day is May 15th. As in all Oregon elections, you will receive a mail-in ballot. They must be mailed back in time to be received at the official drop-off site by 8 p.m. on Tuesday, May 15th. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Be informed. Remember that your vote counts and help other people to vote as well. Thank you.